Here I am back with again 10th standard chemistry, the last part of the lesson acid, bases and the salts of the second lesson chemistry. That is the other product is the washing soda Na2CO3.10H2O. So that is the formula of washing soda, Na2CO3, sodium carbonate plus 10 molecules of water. That is the formula of the washing soda. How you get sodium? Washing soda is obtained again from sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is obtained from the by heating sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate is heated to give sodium carbonate plus water plus carbon dioxide. Okay, plus carbon dioxide. So to get washing soda, first we are heating sodium bicarbonate. This is sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate, when it is heated, you get sodium carbonate plus water plus carbon dioxide. Then this sodium carbonate, you have to undergo for this. This has to undergo recrystallization. Many times you are doing recrystallization of sodium carbonate to get washing soda. So sodium carbonate, whatever the crystals of sodium carbonate you get, you subject it to recrystallization to get what? To get washing soda. Washing soda is what? What is the formula of washing soda? Na2CO3.10H2O. So what is this recrystallization? Recrystallization is nothing but whatever the product you are getting, sodium carbonate, you are dissolving in a small amount of suitable solvent in which it can dissolve. Sodium carbonate you have to dissolve in small amount of water. You start heating it. Okay, this sodium carbonate dissolves in the water, and when you heat it, it dissolves more. So then what you are doing, you are filtering that solution and allowing it to evaporate. The crystals what you get after the evaporation is the crystals of washing soda. Recrystallization is dissolving the solute in the solvent. This is the solute now. This is the substance. Na2CO3 is the solute. You are dissolving in the solvent, forming the solution and filtering that solution. The impurities all will come out, and that solution what you are getting, you are allowing it to vaporize. Then what will happen? You will get the crystals of washing soda. So that is known as what? Washing soda formula is Na2CO3 10H2O. So that is washing soda. Sodium carbonate is different, washing soda is different. Sodium carbonate, there is no water molecules in sodium carbonate. There are no water molecules in sodium carbonate. Na2CO3, you cannot see here any molecules of water. But washing soda has the molecules of water. That is how many? 10H2O. 10 molecules of water. That is known as washing soda. So this 10H2O is the water of crystallization. Okay, per molecule, how many water molecules are there? Per molecules of washing soda, there are 10 molecules of water. So that is known as the water of crystallization. So all the salts, when you see, they have some molecules of water in them. So those molecules of water, per molecules of salt, is known as water of crystallization. Okay, so that was about the washing soda. What are the uses of washing soda? Washing soda is used in many industrial processes. It is used in the manufacture of sodium products like borax. It is used to treat the hard water or make the hard water into soft water. Hard water in the sense what? The water which consists more of the salts. The water which consists more number of salts is hard water. To remove those salts, we use sodium carbonate or we can use washing soda. We are using washing soda for softening the water or to remove most of the salts which are present in the water. It is washing soda is also used with the washing powder also for the cleaning purposes, for cleaning in the domestic purposes, in household, in house and all. We clean clothes, we clean vessels and all. In that also what is present? Washing soda is present. So it is used in the household things also for cleaning purposes. It is used to manufacture sodium products. It is used in the manufacture of washing soda, and it is used in the manufacture of glass. Washing soda is used in the manufacture of glass, and it is also used to soften the hard water. Hard water in the sense, what is hard water? The water, for example, we say sea water is the hard water. Why we say it is hard water? Because it contains many salts. So to make it soft, to remove all the salts, we use the sodium carbonate or the washing soda. We use sodium carbonate 10H2O, that is washing soda. Next is salts. The crystal of salts, are they dry? Salts, the salts, they are not dry. For example, any salt, the salt what you use at home, sodium chloride, if you put in one paper, if you keep in one paper, and after some time you can see that paper has become wet. So what can you infer from that? We can say that some salts are not dry. They are not dry. All the salts contain what they contain? Water of crystallization. Contain water of crystallization. They contain water of crystallization. What is this water of crystallization? Water of crystallization is the water molecules present in one molecule of salt. In one molecule of salt. Water molecules present in one molecule of salt is known as water of crystallization. For example, I said washing soda, Na2CO3. This is also a type of salt only. Na2CO3 washing soda, 10H2O. So what is the water of crystallization here? Water of crystallization is in washing soda is 10 molecules. 10 molecules of water is the water of crystallization here. So in CuSO4, copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is also a salt. Copper sulfate is also a salt. Copper sulfate salt we write as CuSO4 0.5H2O. So per molecule of copper sulfate, for one molecule of copper sulfate, there are 5 molecules of water. There are 5 molecules of water. With one molecule, there are 5 molecules of water. So this is known as what? Water of crystallization. When the crystallization is taking place, all the water will not get evaporated. Some molecules will be held with the molecules of the salt. All the water will not get evaporated. So when the crystallization is taking place, all the water molecules will not get evaporated. Some molecules of water get clinged to the molecules of the salt, that is known as the water of crystallization. So per salt, for different salts, there are different molecules of water. So all the salts are not dry. For example, copper sulfate. Copper sulfate salt is blue in color. This we can see very nicely in copper sulfate, CuSO4, okay, 0.5H2O. This is copper sulfate. This salt is blue in color. Blue in color. This salt is blue in color. So, in a test tube you are taking the copper sulfate salt. This is copper sulfate salt, and you are heating the test tube. So what will happen after some time? This blue color will changes to blue color of the salt changes to white color. It changes to white color. Why it is changing? Because whatever the water is there, it is getting evaporated. You can see the drops of water clinging to the inner side of the test tube. So water from this salt, it gets evaporated, and here it forms the water droplets. Water vapors comes out. Water vapors, when it touch the inside of the glass tube, which is cool here, they get condensed and they form the water droplets here. So the water droplets which has come here is from this salt only, and as the water is coming out, this copper sulfate blue color changes to white color. So you can see in this, the change of color also shows there is water molecules, and here the droplets of water which is present here, from where it has come from this salt only. Water vapor has come out and it has condensed to form the water droplets in the test tube. So you can infer from this that the salt contained water in it, and the color also changes. To this white salt, again when you add water, few drops of water when you add to this white salt, again the white salt of copper sulfate will change to blue color. So blue color infers the presence of water molecules in copper sulfate. Not all the salts are dry. This is one of the experiments what you can show the presence of water of crystallization in copper sulfate. Next is the next product what we are seeing is the plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris is got from gypsum. Gypsum is also a salt. Gypsum is also a salt, that is calcium sulfate. Calcium sulfate plus 2 molecules of water. Calcium sulfate and 2 molecules of water, that is the gypsum. Okay, gypsum chemical name is what? Calcium sulfate. Calcium sulfate. Hydrated calcium sulfate you have to say. Hydrated calcium sulfate. Hydrated calcium sulfate, because per molecule of calcium sulfate there are 2 molecules of water, that is gypsum. Gypsum is also a salt. So when you heat this gypsum, okay, calcium sulfate, when you are heating this gypsum, so it will change into calcium sulfate hemihydrate, half H2O. So this is called plaster of Paris, POP. Okay, this is called plaster of Paris. From gypsum, when you are heating and removing water molecules, it will turn to plaster of Paris. Most of the water molecule will be removed, it will become a dry powder. It will become a dry powder. That is known as what? Calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemi means half. Calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemihydrate. Calcium sulfate hemihydrate is plaster of Paris. It is powder. Again when you add water to this calcium sulfate, again it will change to gypsum. So the same thing when you add water. When you add water, it will change to calcium sulfate, that is gypsum. Okay. So what is the thing here? It is a reversible reaction. So calcium sulfate 0.2H2O is gypsum. This is gypsum. This is also a salt. So when you heat it, of Paris, it is a powder. Again, when you mix water to this POP, plaster of Paris, again it will form the gypsum. So this plaster of Paris, where you are using plaster of Paris, is used for making statues, idols, and it is also used in to make the this thing, a bandage for the fractured bones and all. When your bones are fractured, the tight bandage what you are using, the solid bandage what you are using is nothing but the plaster of Paris only. So the substance which doctors use as plaster for supporting fractured bones in the right position. Plaster of Paris is a white powder, and on mixing it, water changes to gypsum again. So here, what is the difference between gypsum and plaster of Paris? It is only the water molecules. In gypsum, water molecules are 2, but in plaster of Paris, only half water molecules are present per calcium sulfate. Little molecules of water are present when compared to gypsum. So that is about the plaster of Paris. Okay, and the gypsum. This is also the important question what they will ask often in the examination. So that was about the plaster of Paris is used in making decorative items, idols, statues, decorative pieces and all, and it is also used to for the bandages for the fractured bones. What the doctor used to place the bones in the proper position, we use the bandages. That is also made up of what? Plaster of Paris powder. Okay, so that was the end of the lesson. The remaining notes, the salts part, what I am giving, what I have explained, that notes will be uploaded. That notes you can take it down. Please children, come and do your admissions and take your books so that you can write your notes on time, up to date. Let your work be, and inform all your friends also to see the videos and see the lessons, whatever we are doing, and whatever the homework we are giving and whatever the notes we are uploading. Let them also be in contact with us, and let you tell them. When you tell, it will be a inspiration for them. When you are doing, I should also do. They will feel like that and they will start doing. Tell them also that office is open. They can come. They can do their admission and take the books. Books are very important now because online classes are going. You need to write the notes. Particularly, notes is very important. So you cannot write notes in any of the book. Take the books, pay the fees, take the books and start writing the notes, and homework also, whatever we are giving, do that homework up to date. So the homework is whatever the equations I have given, okay, during my class, whatever the equations I wrote on the board, all those equations you write once, and you can send that homework to my WhatsApp number, to my personal WhatsApp number. You can send the homework. So when you send the homework, you will come to know you are watching the video, you have understood, you have done the work. So don't be who will do this, we will not do, who will see, that should not be there. We are always there to help you. You can send whatever the doubts you have, you can send, we will see, and in the next video we will surely clear your doubts. You will see your homework, even the notes also, whatever you are writing, you can send. This is the notes we have completed, this is the notes homework we have done. You can send it to our WhatsApp number so that we can come to know how far you are going along with us. So please be in contact with all the videos, whatever the lessons, particularly 10th standard. You should not miss one video also. For all the subjects, be in contact with us.